Hello, YouTubers! This is Kitty too. Yeah, back at it again with another video. Yes, that was Kitty to Think Engine, and today we are doing branchline engines. I actually forgot about that book because I didn't schedule it, so there you guys go. Get branchline engines. Book 16. Enjoy. Thomas comes to breakfast. That's where we're going to go next, Georgia. After this video. Yeah. Thomas the Tank Engine has worked this branchline for many years. You know just where to stop, Thomas locked his driver. You can almost manage without me. Thomas had conceded. He didn't realize his driver was joking. Driver says I don't need him now, he told the others. Don't be so daft, snorted Percy. I'll never go without my driver, said Tony earnestly. I'll be frightened. Pooh, whistled Thomas. I'm not scared. You went there. I would then, you'd see. It was dark next morning when the firelighter came. Thomas dressed comfortably and it was the warmth spread through his boiler. He woke again in daylight. Percy and Toby were still asleep. Thomas suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the muds, he chuckled. I'll show them. Driver hasn't come yet, so here goes. He constantly tried one piston, then the other. They were moving. They're moving, he whispered. I'll just go over and then I'll stop and wheeze. That'll make them jump. Very, very quietly, he headed for the door. Thomas thought he was being clever. Maybe like he was only moving because of a careless cleaner meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to wheeze, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. Yeah, he just kept rolling along, Georgia. The buffers will stop me, he thought hopefully. But that side had no buffers. It just ended at the road. Thomas's wheels left the rails and pressed the tarmac. Horse! He exclaimed and shut his eyes. Then there look at was coming next. The station master's family were having breakfast. They were eating ham and eggs. There was a crash. The house rocked, full glass tinkled, plaster peppered their plates. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He anxiously filled the room with his leaves. He couldn't speak. The station master grimly strode out and shut off steam. His wife picked up her plate. You miserable engine, she scolded. Just look what have you done to our breakfast. Now I shall have to cook some more. She banged the door. More plaster fell. This time it fell on Thomas. Thomas felt depressed. The plaster was trickly. He wanted to sneeze, but he didn't dare in case the house fell on him. Nobody came for a long time. Everyone was much too busy. At last, workmen propped up the house with sharp poles. They laid rails through the garden, and Nolan Douglas, puffing hard, managed to pull Thomas back to the yard. Georgia, see? What's the next page? There you go. His funnel was fed. Bits of fencing, the bush and a broken window frame passed through in his front, which was badly twisted. He looked comic. When the winds laughed and left him, he was in disgrace. "You are a very naughty engine." "I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir." Thomas's voice was muffled beyond his bush. "You must go to work and have your front end mended. It'll be a long job." "Yes, sir," bolted Thomas. Meanwhile, said the back control, "A diesel, where car do you work?" "A diesel, sir?" Thomas spluttered. "Yes, Thomas. Diesels always stay in their sheds until they are wanted. Diesels never go gallivant off the rapids and station masters' houses." The back controller turned on his heel and sternly walked away. Daisy. "Oh boy, lazy Daisy, who I killed. Here we go." The back controller stood on the platform. Percy and Toby watched him anxiously. "Here," he said. "Is Daisy the diesel rail car who has come to help while Thomas is indisposed?" "Please, sir," asked Percy. "Will she go, sir, when Thomas comes back, sir?" "That depends," said the Fat Controller. "Meanwhile, however long she stays, I hope you will both make her welcome and comfortable." "Yes, sir, we'll try, sir," said the engines. "Good. Run along now and show her the shed. She'll want to rest after her journey." Daisy was hard to please. She shuddered at the engine shed. "This is strictly smelly," she announced. "I'm highly sprung, and anything smelly is bad for my wolves." "Oh, shut up, Daisy." "Right, Georgia?" Good girl. They tried the carrot shed next. "This is better," said Daisy. "But whatever is that rubbish?" The rubbish turned out to be Annie, Clarabelle, and Henrietta were most offended. "We won't say to be insulted." They fumed. Percy and Toby had to take them away and spend half the night smoothing their hurt feelings. The engines woke next morning feeling exhausted. Daisy, on the other hand, felt bright and cheerful. "Ooh, ooh." "It's okay, Georgia." "Yeah." She tooted as she came out of the yard and back to the station. "Look at me," she purred to the waiting passengers. "I'm the latest diesel, highly sprung and right up to date. You won't want Thomas's puppy old Annie Clarabelle now." The passengers were interested. They climbed in and sat back comfortably, waiting for Daisy to start. Every morning, a van is coupled to Thomas's first train. The farmer sent the milk to the station, and Thomas takes it down to the dairy. Thomas never minds the extra load, but Daisy did. As soon as she saw that the van was to be coupled to her, she stopped purring. "Do they expect me to pull that?" she asked indignantly. "Surely," said her driver, "you can pull one van." "I won't," said Daisy. "Percy can do it. He loves messing about with trucks." She began to shudder violently. "Nonsense," said the driver. "Come on now, back down." Daisy lurched backwards. She was so cross that she blew a fuse. "Told you," she said, and stopped. The shunter, the guard, the station master, and the driver all argued with her, but it was no use. "It's Bitter's orders," she said. "What is?" "My Bitter is a very nice man. He is interested in my case. He comes every week and examines me carefully. 'Daisy,' he says, 'never, never pull. You're highly sprung, and pulling is bad for your swerves.'" So that's how it is. Finished Daisy. Stuff and nonsense, said the station master. I can't understand, said the shunter. Whatever made the Troller suddenly shuts the fuel. People! People! spluttered Daisy. Let me! Stop arguing, grumbled the passengers. We're right already. So the uncle of the man, Daisy purred away for him, ready face on herself. That's a good story. She chuckled. I'll do just the work I choose, no more. But she said it to herself. Yeah, she's being naughty to you. Those eyes. Toby the tram engine has cow catchers as eye plates. They help to prevent animals from getting hurt if they stray onto the line. Daisy thought they were silly. She said Toby was afraid of getting hurt himself. I'm not, said Toby indignantly. You are? I'm not. God, stupid cow catchers, but I'm not frightened. I'll just shoot and they'll all get out of the way. But they don't, said Toby. Toby is a smart one! Toby is a smart one! Toby is a smart one! Hashtag Toby is smart. They will with me. Animals always run at you, shoot and look them in the eye. Even bulls, said Daisy comfortably. Daisy had never met a bull, but she purred away, quite unconcerned. At the level crossing, cars waving on gates to let her pass. She chose at the front crossing, and the horse and cart halted while she went by. Who? She said. It's easy. I just too, and they all stand aside. Poor little Toby. I am sorry he's frightened. Yeah, right, Daisy! At the next station, a policeman was waiting. There's a bull on the line, he warned them. Police driving along towards the farmer. Daisy was excited. Now, she thought, I'll show Toby how to manage bulls. Champion wasn't really a fierce bull, but this morning he was cross. They had driven him away before he had finished breakfast, and tried to put him in a cattle float. They had pulled him and pushed him, prodded and slapped him, but he wouldn't go. He broke away and trotted down the road. He saw a fence, jumped it, and slithered down the slope. Champion was surprised. This was a new kind of field. It had a brown track at the bottom. There was plenty of grass on each side. And he was still hungry. Ooh, ooh, Daisy, go on. Champion had his back to her. He was too busy to pay any attention. Ooh, said Daisy again. Champion went on in. This is all wrong, thought Daisy. How can I look him in the eye if he won't turn around? Ooh. Unless Champion turned and noticed Daisy. Moo, he said, and came towards her, still chewing. He wondered what she was. Ooh, said Daisy. Why doesn't he run away? The guard, and the policeman tried to shoot Champion, but he wouldn't say shoot. As soon as they turned away, he came back. He was a most inquisitive animal. Come on, Daisy, said the driver. He's harmless. Yes, said Daisy unhappily. You know he's harmless, and I know he's harmless. Does he know? Guys. Look, Georgia, a ball! Look at his horns! If I bumped into him, he might hurt them. The farmer wouldn't like that. Champion came close and sniffed at Daisy. Oof, she said, backing hastily. Toby was surprised to find Daisy back once more at the station. The passengers told him about the bull. He chuckled. Bulls always run if you toot and look them in the eye. Ain't it, Daisy? Daisy said nothing. Ah, Wells, Toby went on. We live and learn. I better chase him for you, I suppose. He clanked away. But Champion took But Champion took no notice of Toby's bell or whistle. Really, he has a whistle? Okay then. He didn't move until Toby whooshed him with steam. Then Toby gently shooed him along the line to where the farmer and his men were waiting. Daisy had an exhausting day. Toby and Percy often met her on their journeys. Even though they never mentioned Bills, they gave her pity looks. They made her so cross. Well, serves you right, Daisy! Her last journey ended at the top station. Some boys were on the platform. Suddenly, one of them came riding, holding a paper bag. Look, he shouted. I got a quarter of bullseyes. I think they're super, don't you? They shared the sweets and sucked happily. Grrr, said Daisy. Keep your old bullseyes. She scuttered to her shed. Percy's predicament! Toby brought Henrietta to the top station. Percy was grumpily shunting. Hello, Percy, he said. I see Daisy's left the milk again. I'll have to make a special journey with it, I suppose, grumbled Percy. And when I think I got nothing to do. Toby pondered the problem. Tell you what, he said at last, I'll take the milk you fetch my trucks. The drivers and the station master agreed. Both engines set off. They thought it would be a nice change. Percy trembled the way to the quarry. He'd never been there before. It's steep, he thought, but I can manage. Trucks don't dare to play tricks on me now. He muscled them in a lordly way. Early along there, he said, and bumped them if they derailed. The trucks were in the lead. This is Toby's place, they grumbled. Percy's gotten all right to poke his funnel up here and push us around. They whispered and passed the word. Pay Percy out! Last they were all arranged. Come along, puffed Percy sharply. No nonsense. We'll give it nonsense, giggled the trucks, but he fell so quietly. That Percy thought they were completely under control. They trundled along the twisty line until they saw ahead. They noticed trains. All trains stopped the big narrow brakes. Beep, 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 whistled Percy. Brakes, guard, police. But before he could check them, the trucks surged forward. On! They cried. Percy, taken by surprise, couldn't stop them. And the moment they were careening down the hill. Help! Help! Whistled Percy. The man on duty at the street crossing rushed to warn traffic with his red flag, but it was too late to switch Percy to the runaway siding. A slow moving cockroach lost his tail feathers as Percy thundered across. But Percy couldn't bother with him. He had other things to worry about. Magically trying to grip the rails, he slipped past the engine shed into the yard. Beep, beep, beep! Look out, he whistled. Driver fireman jumped clear. Percy shut his eyes and waited for the end. At the end of the yard, there are sheds where workmen shape rough stone bought from the quarry. Then they load it into trucks, which are pulled to another siding out of the way. A train of these stood here when Percy came slithering down. The guard had left his van. He was talking to the station master. They heard frantic whistling and a splintering crash. They rushed from the office. The big van was in smithereens. Percy, still whistling fit to burst, was perched on a couple of trucks, while his own trucks were piled up behind him. The Fat Patrol arrived next day. Toby and Daisy had helped to remove most of the wreckage, but Percy stood still on his perch. "You must try," said the Fat Controller crossly. "Didn't want the branchline with Toby and a diesel. He'd have put us in an argument. I'm sorry, sir." "You can stay there," the Fat Controller went on, till we're ready. "Perhaps he'll teach you to be careful with trucks." Percy sighed. The trucks wobbled beneath his wheels. He quite understood about awkward predicaments. And Fat Control spoke sternly to Daisy too. "She's gonna get it!" Meow, 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 meow. "My engines don't tell lies," he said. "They work hard with no shrieking. I slammed lazy engines away." Daisy was ashamed. "However," he went on, "Toby says you were taught yesterday after Percy's accident, so you should have another chance." "Thank you, sir," said Daisy. "I will work hard, sir. Toby says to love me. Excellent. But Toby doesn't know about branchline problems," the Fat Controller chuckled. "Such as, bowls, isn't worth knowing. Our Toby's an experienced engine." Thomas came back next day, and Percy was sent to be mended. Aunt Clapper was delighted to see Thomas again, and he took them for one in runs, because they haven't been out while he was away. Thomas, Toby, and Daisy are now old friends. Daisy often takes the milk for Thomas, and when Toby's busy, she drinks Henrietta. Toby has taught Daisy a great deal. She shoot a cow up the line all by herself the other day. That shows you, doesn't it? And then everyone's branchline engines! Oink. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Keith, the Tank Engine, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Look out on the Soderway Group channel tomorrow. Yeah. For the Rosie Wood short. I do have two Wood Rosie, so I'm gonna do the short with the 2018 one. As of right now, there's gonna be 3 seasons of the Wood short, so thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one.